What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am all of me, and being anything else would make me fake. I will not sit here and step on eggshells. I will not sit here and mince my words to make individuals who are disgusting feel better. That's not in me to do such a thing. It would be fake for me to do anything less. Jubilee has been pushing out these videos called Surrounded, where you have one individual that has a certain stance on something, whether it be political or not, and you have 20 to 25 people who have an opposing stance. And every single time they do these videos, the left looks batshit insane because the people that they put up there on the forefront are batshit insane. Now, the way that this show works is when the person comes up to debate the one person, when the person when the group doesn't like what the person is doing, they'll put up a red flag. The red flag, if enough red flags go up, I guess, the person gets swapped out. The problem is every single time that the person that comes on the left seems to be eventually about to have an actual discussion, an exchange of ideas, of views, which how a discussion should work, an exchange of information, the mob completely throws up the red flags because they don't like that. But what I've noticed is whenever that a person does stay for a long time, they're unhinged, they're volatile, they're aggressive, they're disgusting. It's more about preservatives and being artificial and being savage than it's about any type of substance. This is something that I've noticed with this surrounded video. Now, there's two videos out of this that I want to cover, with this one being the first one. And I just gotta say, it is batshit insane. Let's enjoy.
Wow, okay, we're gonna take this chair. Look at that.
Do you hear how hard this person sat on that chair? I'm just gonna say this. If you're an individual who sits on chairs that look unsecure like that at that weight, either you haven't bust your ass like most of us have, even not being that weight, either you've never bust your ass or you're trying way too hard.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
first
beer or
question,
something.
can
Okay.
men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant,
Okay, awesome. So,
definitionally.
definitionally, okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are
Shout out to the girl in green. I know that she's a lefty, but I can fix her. That girl, to me, is gorgeous. I don't know. I guess it's the resting bitch face. I don't know. I can fix her, or we'll die. We'll die trying to fix each other. It's a joke. Don't get offended by it. I know some people get offended by it. They think that I'm not taking it seriously when I make these jokes. I am who I am. Again, not changing for anybody. You got to accept the package, the whole package.
men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So, my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here, let me
supremacy.
give it to you then.
Sure, please.
So, I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So,
Do they though? And I'm just gonna break this down. So the whole initial part of that conversation, right? This person is literally there and they're not listening. They're only listening to speak. They're not actually listening to any type of input from Ben Shapiro. So this is already disingenuous from the jump. This is an ill-faith conversation or debate or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This person has already pre-planned every single thing that they have already done up to this part, I would say. Revealing that you're a trans man. How did you get SA'd? Were you SA'd when you was a woman? And here's the question I have to ask. Is that the reason why you took on the form of a man? Let's be real here. Because I know me, if I was a woman who thought I was a man, and I went even as far to try to take on the image of a man, I would never allow men to rape me. Or maybe that's the reason why is that the reason why you changed? Okay, let's continue.
If we're talking about the American dream that you live,
So-
why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body. So
The draft. The draft. If we can keep going, I'm gonna just say the draft.
why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make,
no,
buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
Now, I'm gonna just put it like this. God damn, that girl's forehead is massive. I'm gonna just put it like this. I keep noticing the girl in green, the one that I just complimented or whatever like that. She's the only one that I've seen in this video that, well, I'm pretty sure there's others. She looks actually uncomfortable surrounded by the hyenas. And we don't laugh or cheer with the hyenas because we seen what makes them boo. We don't cheer what makes them cheer because we seen what makes them boo. These people are of no substance. And I'm guessing the girl in the green is realizing, holy shit, these people are fucking crazy. But I need to check again about the green girls debate because I know I checked most of them and it's sad, really.
It to you, but
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about abortion,
No, I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly, and you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot of similarities
like
to
me.
you and everything.
Similarities
Because I'm
like
a married
you.
man of 20 years.
I
got a
recognize
wife.
that you exist. I disagree.
Married 20 years, have a, again, how? What was it? I think that in New York, wasn't it legalized? Because it did start in New York just about, right? Was it not legalized? It was legalized in 2000. No, wrong. I was about to say 2007. Same-sex marriage was legalized in 2016, 2017. So what are we talking about here? And here's a fact. Overwhelmingly, statistically, gay people, trans people, they don't marry each other. They just wanted it just for the they just wanted it for they wanted the whole marriage bill to pass just to claim that they can do it, but they don't do it. Cuz and it's not all of them, of course not, but let's be real here. When was the last time you seen two gay people married that weren't celebrities? And how long do those marriages last when they're celebrities? Cuz the average gay person, average trans person, they're not getting married.
Right. So if I was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because I was sexually assaulted?
I mean,
no, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the entire political debate. Never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man?
As of right now, you're the American, whatever the fuck you just said. The fact of the matter that you're able to even sit here and talk to somebody like this as an abomination as you are. And I'm not religious, but I'm going to call it an abomination. You know why? Because only abominations sit there and they got to oppress everybody in their delusions. People who are trans, people who are gay, they don't make it their whole identity. They just live life. I should not even know that you were a woman. I should not even know any of these things. I mean, I would have known based on the way that you just sat down. And initially, when you're doing all the extra shit, either you're a theater kid or something's wrong. You got that inside voice that tells you that something's wrong. I could easily have told that something was wrong with this individual before they even revealed that they was trans. If I would have spoken to this person for 2 minutes, I'd have been like, yeah, something's off about this person. And then I would have saw their mannerisms, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, you act like a woman. I know that sucks for me to say it. I know that that may be mean or offensive, but you act like a woman. Oh, well, I'm a trans man. Yeah, okay, I get it. Now I understand why. I got it. What the fuck is this person talking about? That they don't have the same American dreams or luxuries. You can live your life the way that you do as long as you don't bother anybody else. What is this person talking about? God fucking damn it.
And you've done it the entire time. You've jumped entire political debate. Never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free and all that.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here.
And so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time. You've jumped.
This is the projection. Predator head. I can't stand that individual back there. Predator head is the fucking worst. I don't know if we've ever seen. I'm gonna cover a video with her, but every time I see this person in a clip that the left profile is on X push, it's always her getting roasted, but they're glazing her like as though she did something crazy. The girl in white got destroyed just previously by Ben Shapiro, so I don't understand what the hell's happening here. But this is exactly what I mean by it's all artificial. There's no substance. This person has been jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping and then says it's Ben's way of doing things. When all Ben has been trying to do is answer any one of these questions or whatever that they're not even questions. They're directed at them, but this person is not expecting a response because this is not on the person's script. This person's predetermined script. This person's literally reading. Did you turn off and turn on your computer again? This is literally what this is in trans lefty form. And again, look at the girl in green. The girl in green just looks like, yo, you people are. I mean, why is Billie Eilish there? The girl in green is like, yo, these people are fucking crazy. This is the first time I ever seen a girl with resting bitch face, break resting bitch face. You know it's bad.
From one subject to the next, you speak so fast, and I know how you work, so how does it feel to have it in your face?
Well, I mean...
Because I'm sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my community.
They gotta be. They gotta be. They gotta be. They gotta be. Okay, that's enough of that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Whoever did that, that's fucked up.
Especially black trans women, because you constantly disregard all of our needs and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself? All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it to a woman right when it's all falling apart, when we'd had, what, 50 men run it and it looks like shit?
Hold on. What are you talking about? Are we talking about pre or post crisis, post the Biden administration? What are we talking about here? Are we talking about the country as a whole? Because the country, even though it's going through bullshit, the country's not in a bad state. The country's in a bad state, but it can be much worse. Okay. If women ran the country, it's time for women to run the country because women, for some reason, think that they could, who run the world, girls, all that other stupid shit. If women ran the country would halt in a month. In a month, the country would deteriorate. It would deteriorate in a month. Everything would get fucked up. Are you kidding me? Girls don't even get along with girls. What are you talking about? I think the only time I've ever seen women actually have all the control in something, it's an African tribe where the women are allowed to cheat on the men. The men, basically, the men who have wives, I think the wives are allowed to go and just cheat, and the men do all of the labor, and the women have all of the power. And I mean, I guess, right? And again, but if the men just decided to fucking leave, they would be fucked. If the men actually decided to, you know what, we're gonna oppress you, you know, the way that they claim all men have always done throughout all of history, those women will become slaves overnight. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? America is only America because of the strong men that led America to being America. What are you talking about? The fact of the matter that you're even able to sit here and talk about you struggle, we're all struggling. You're not struggling enough if you can literally sit here and not make no type of sense and screech and screech and screech, and people sit there and allow you to screech and screech and screech about shit that's not important. Shows that you have the luxuries of Americans. Because only Americans live in times where it's so things are so good, we make up problems out of nothing. What are you talking about? A glass ceiling.
Look at where we're at.
I'm sorry, a glass cliff. Sorry.
Truly, where do you think that we're heading? I mean, it's so funny to watch.
Look at this person's mouth. They're foaming out the mouth.
The way that it is, and you ride so hard. Because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate.
So hold on. So women are not having children. So if women all around the world are not having children, why should abortion even matter? Make it make sense. See, I'm listening to all of the bullshit, and I hope that you guys are too. You're talking about the patriarchy, you're talking about white supremacy, you're talking about men ruining everything, but you took the image of a man, make it make sense. You talk about how this person attacks your community consistently, but you literally just sat there and said you know everything about Ben Shapiro, even though he's clearly not doing what you claimed he's doing, but you are being the crybaby. Make it make sense. And just for the tip of the iceberg, because I know some individuals don't like it, this is not how a man acts, but this is how a soft man acts. This is how a woman acts. You know, as your favorite neighborhood misogynist, I had to throw that in there. Because as I said, I'm not changing for anybody. Like, the comments that pop up, oh, you hate women. Oh, you hate Muslims. Oh, this, that, and third. You're not listening to the full story of the garbage. Why don't you eat the 3-tier layer of shit cake? Just because one layer of cake is shit doesn't mean the other 2 layers aren't good. The frosting's delicious. You should eat the whole shit cake with the shit toppings before you can sit there and judge it. No, it's stupid. And I know enough to say no. Crazy.
And all of this idea that abortion is somehow going to solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society, we're just going to completely ignore that. And we're just going to go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have.
So a trans racist communist. Got it.
Why are we doing that? What? I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile,
is this baby's first communist? Like baby, what is this? Is this baby's first commie class from college? They're regurgitating all of the talk, like all of the fucking every single buzzword that you would expect from a woman that went to college and have learned nothing with a political science. What is it? What's the social justice warrior degree that they call it? Was it political science? You know, the shit that you can't put to the real world, but they're trying so hard to make it that way? Are you kidding me?
People like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis, and including my entire community, and the intersectionalities of Black women, men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado, that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American? This guy's been accused of rape, Trump, in like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude?
No lie, Ben Shapiro's putting off the exact way I feel about idiots that are on my channel. Like people who they don't really understand my content, or people who they just assume shit, or people that you can clearly tell were directed to my channel through other means and not through it organically. Like Ben Shapiro's face is just like, man, yeah, okay.
Do that to your own. Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just complete.
You saw that? That right there.
Like,
for just a glimpse of a second, this person reverted back to his true form, a woman.
What is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely just like the American idea.
No man does that. No man does. Honestly, I thought that this person was fixing bangs that didn't exist. Again, you could just tell that this is not a man. I'm sorry to put it like this, but no man acts like this. no man acts like this and expects another man to sit here and put up with that shit, because no man would put up with that shit. Only in America could you get away with that. Only in America.
Idea what we believe in as a country is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Pause.
Pleasure to meet you.
Girl in green is not impressed. Girl in green is not impressed. Give me 10 minutes with Girl in green just to talk, please. And again, there's other people, but I keep seeing Girl in green because it's in the peripheral of the video. Girl in green is not impressed, and I can only imagine that she's just like, I don't even want to participate anymore. I don't want to put up a flag. I just want to get out of here. This just looks bad.
All of the diversity we've had.
Pause.
Pleasure to meet you.
I don't know if he said pleasure to meet you, you bitch. Pleasure to meet you, you pig. I don't know exactly what they said. One more time.
Pleasure to meet you, you pig.
You dick. I don't know exactly what. Predator head. Girl in green is not impressed. One more time. Girl in green is not impressed.
Okay, there's a lot of tension in the room now.
By the way, Blair's my friend too. So this person is talking about Blair White. Blair White, just you doing that, you put a target on your back. Because I don't really follow Blair White enough, but I know Blair White enough to know that when Blair White gets hint of that, if Blair White's the type of person that everything that you just did is the opposite of what Blair White is fighting. So for you guys who don't know, Blair White is a right wing, trans political commentator, and everything about Blair White says that this type of behavior is unacceptable. So when you say Blair's my friend too, how much of a friend is Blair to you? Because I'm pretty sure Blair's gonna be like, this is a fucking acquaintance. I don't fuck with this person like this. And Blair White's just petty enough to make an entire video dissecting you. So, I mean, I don't know if this was the right move. I'm pretty sure I can click on Blair White's video, Blair White's profile right now, and probably there'll be a video of them reacting to this. Ooh boy, you better pray she goes light on you if she catches wind of, if she, they, whatever, catches wind of this, because you already know. You already know. But anyway, guys, that's the video. This is part one, because there's gonna be a part two reacting to Predator Head, because I think Predator Head's actually worse than this No, I think this individual is worse than Predator Head. But we'll catch it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.